Hi guys, it's Regan from Concourse Marketing. In today's video, we're going to go over how much does SEO cost UK. Okay, so to jump into this, just to give you a quick answer, because I know a lot of people, just want the answer. £362.83 per month was the average cost for within small businesses within the UK. Now, this study that was done in the US by a company called Backlinko, well known in the SEO community. It was a very thorough study, and they found that between the small to medium sized businesses, it worked out around $497. So that study is very much a US study, but if we applied the study, which was very thorough, you can check it out. We're looking at £362.83 per month. So you may be considering, well, why is there such a range of different pricing in the SEO world? So you can literally find £15 packages on platforms such as Fiverr for SEO work, and you can find £10,000, £15,000, £20,000 a month SEO packages when you're talking about the larger agencies. So what is the difference between a £15 Fiverr package and a £30,000 a month agency SEO package? Well, it all factors down into what work is included in the SEO bundle, the package, and there's different variables of SEO, and some of these variables can be priced individually or they can be priced as a group as what we call a custom strategy. So just to go over a few of the actual variables included, we've got link building, which can be sold as a separate service, keyword research, separate service, content marketing, copywriting, social media management, localized SEO such as Google My Business and GMB optimization, website speed, technical SEO, which is more around the coding, optimizing your HTML, SEO auditing, digital PR as well, so public relations, just click-through optimization, which is a very small aspect of an overall SEO campaign, can be priced as an individual service. So the key point there is you're either paying for tactics, SEO tactics, individual services, or you're paying for an overall SEO strategy that's a combination of a mix of those things that includes on-page, off-page, localized SEO, and it's all bundled together. So when you're looking at a £15 Fiverr offer, that might just be to build 20 backlinks, and there's no guarantee as what to the quality of those backlinks are going to do or in terms of what results you're going to get from that. When you're investing £20,000, £15,000, £10,000 a month into an agency, it's going to be a much more comprehensive overall package that meets and satisfies the different aspects of SEO, whether that's on page, so everything on the website that is SEO related, H1 optimization, headers, URLs, alt text, file sizes on images, the names of the images, and everything off of the website that increases SEO performance, such as social media, backlinks, listings, and the list goes on. There's so much involved with an overall strategy. So just jumping back to the actual average cost. So one thing to mention about the actual study was that it factored out larger organizations with huge budgets. So it was more focused on SMEs, so like smaller to medium-sized enterprises within the US. And the reason for that is when you're looking at these larger companies, so Gartner actually did a report on this, and they found that around 11% of revenue is actually invested into digital marketing, and then out of that 11%, around 10% is actually invested into SEO, and a very similar number into website as well, so around 20% into website and SEO. So when you're talking about a large business putting 11% of their revenue in, they've got the money to do that. So if you're a small business right now and you're thinking SEO is too expensive and there isn't any options for me because you've seen that it can be that expensive, and you might be thinking it might need that money to actually work. It's not the case. So with this in mind, what is the likelihood of SEO working if you invest at a lower price point? So in a study that was done again by the Backlinko actual research in the US, they found that there was a 53.3% more chance somebody would be satisfied with SEO if they invested $500 or more. So the people who invested under $500, there was a 53.3% chance they'd be not extremely satisfied or less extremely satisfied in that context. So there is a threshold. You know, you don't want to be investing too little. 15, 20, 30 pound package off Fiverr, definitely avoid. But there's not necessarily that need to go ridiculous, especially if you're an SME investing 15, 20, 10,000 pound a month. There is a middle ground where you can actually get a nice return on your investment. So now we're going to jump into how different SEO packages can actually be priced. So first of all, we've got pay by the hour, hourly rate. This is more common for SEO consultants, individual workers, and people, not necessarily like agencies, but just contract work. So pay by the hour is very popular in that sense. And we're actually looking at an average hourly rate that range between £37 and £109 per hour for an SEO work. Now, this particular research was done by Credo, and even in that research, they did outline that they included some of the higher end clientele, which might have been why it started to look like £109 an hour, which is quite excessive. So I think it's more balanced to look at that. It's more reasonably going to be around £37.29. I think that's a nice number in terms of the average hourly rate for SEO services. Next up, you've got the monthly retainer package. This is one of the most popular ways of actually invoicing for SEO services as a monthly retainer. And as mentioned at the start of the video, the average was £362.83 based on the US study and converting that to UK pounds. And in terms of the month-to-month campaign, if you're looking for that, the way we do this at Concourse Marketing, we don't believe in the sort of long-term fixed contracts. So you can actually get started with us for just $299 on an SEO starter package, and you're going to get a full on-page optimization. You're going to get your landing page built and a blog post built within that price. And in terms of that, to get started with that, you can check out the link in the description below. Last up, we've got project pricing. So this is by actually bulking it up into a 6-month project, a 12-month project. A lot of these projects, because it is can involve upfront payments for larger projects and things like that, you can get a discount as well. And it was quite interesting to see that the SEO cost of an average 12-month campaign came in at £4,363.74. That was in the Backlinko study, as I mentioned. I'll put the link in the description to the blog, and if you want to go on the actual blog itself, you can see the reference to that study if you want to just rip that apart. But it's really quite thorough. And yeah, so that came in at £4,363.74. That was for a 12-month campaign. Okay, so just to conclude the video and the average costing for you. So the average monthly budget came in at £362.83, which is key to remember. Now, don't limit yourself to averages, okay? You don't want to be an average business at the end of the day. This is just what the numbers showed in terms of the SMEs and the small to medium sized businesses that were researched. You might be in a position where you need SEO right now because 90% of your business is digitally. It's dependent on digital. You might be in a bit e-commerce business, online business. You might be a business where the opportunity cost of not investing in SEO is so high because the lifetime value of a client that doesn't click on you because you're not available in the SERPs right now, it's your competitor, that it would make sense to actually look at it with the context of your business and actually come up with a more reasonable budget for yourself. But it's always good to work from an average, and that's why we provided that today. The key thing to walk away from on this video is that 53.3% more likely to be extremely satisfied compared to those that invested less than $500, which, as mentioned earlier, is an indication that you can go too low on your SEO budget as well. So it's all there for you in terms of the research, the resources. Again, they're in the blog, the full blog post in the description, so just hit that link. And you can read through anything that I've glossed over you want to learn a little bit more about. It's in the blog, in the link below. And now the ball's in your court. In terms of if you wanted to get started with SEO, we offer a free SEO consultation as well. So again, description. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.